Good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome to the Health Breakdown. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today. Whether you're walking the dog, climbing stairs, or dancing with your grandkids, strong legs help you stay active, independent, and confident. But did you know that what you eat could be silently weakening those legs? Yes, certain everyday foods could be undermining your leg strength, draining your energy, and making you more prone to falls and fatigue. Today, I want to share 7 common foods that can negatively affect leg strength, especially as we age. Don't worry, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to empower you. Let's dive in. As we age, maintaining leg strength becomes crucial for mobility, balance, and independence. Yet many people unknowingly sabotage their leg health through everyday food choices. Certain common foods, often perceived as harmless or even convenient, can gradually weaken the muscles in our legs and compromise our physical abilities. The impact is subtle at first. Perhaps your legs tire more quickly, or you feel a little less steady on stairs. But over time, these dietary choices can lead to muscle loss, reduced coordination, and a higher risk of falls or injury. One of the primary reasons these foods are harmful is because they contribute to chronic inflammation in the body. Foods high in refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives trigger the body's inflammatory response, which interferes with the normal repair and growth of muscle tissue. Inflammation slows down muscle recovery, making it harder for your legs to stay strong after physical activity or even normal daily movement. This can especially impact older adults whose muscle mass naturally declines with age. Another key factor is nutrient depletion. Many processed foods, like white bread, sugary snacks, and packaged meals, lack the essential vitamins and minerals that muscles need to function properly. Magnesium, potassium, protein, and B vitamins all play vital roles in muscle strength and energy production. When our diets consist of mostly nutrient-poor, processed items, our leg muscles don't get the fuel they need to maintain tone and resilience. Over time, this leads to a gradual weakening of the muscles. In addition to poor nutrition, certain foods negatively impact blood circulation. Processed meats and foods high in saturated fats and sodium can cause arteries to stiffen or narrow, reducing the flow of oxygen-rich blood to the legs. Good circulation is vital for keeping leg muscles healthy, as it ensures they receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to function and recover. When blood flow is restricted, muscles can become fatigued more easily and take longer to recover from strain. Even beverages can play a role in leg strength. Sugary drinks, like soda or sweetened teas, not only spike blood sugar, but also contribute to dehydration and mineral loss. Alcohol has a similar effect and can disrupt the balance of electrolytes, which are essential for muscle contractions. Artificial sweeteners, often used in diet sodas, have also been shown to negatively impact gut health and metabolism, both of which influence how our bodies absorb and utilize nutrients critical for muscle health. Ultimately, the foods we eat either help us build strength or silently chip away at it. By becoming more mindful of how everyday choices affect our bodies, we can take meaningful steps to protect our leg strength as we age. Avoiding or limiting these harmful foods doesn't mean giving up enjoyment. It means choosing options that support your health, energy, and mobility, so you can stay active and independent for years to come. Sugary drinks, processed meats, fried foods, and refined grains are some of the most commonly consumed items in modern diets, but they can quietly erode leg strength over time, especially in older adults. While these foods are often convenient and appealing, their effects on the body, particularly on muscles and circulation, can be harmful. For seniors who want to maintain mobility and independence, understanding the impact of these specific food groups is critical. Sugary drinks such as sodas, sweetened teas, and energy drinks are loaded with added sugars that lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes. These fluctuations strain the body's energy regulation systems and promote inflammation throughout the body. Chronically high blood sugar levels can damage nerves and small blood vessels, which directly affects the legs by reducing sensation and impairing circulation. Additionally, excess sugar intake interferes with the body's ability to build and repair muscle tissue, making the muscles in the legs weaker and slower to recover from physical activity. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli slices may be tasty and easy to prepare, but they contain high levels of sodium, saturated fats, and chemical preservatives like nitrates. These substances contribute to stiffened arteries and increased blood pressure, both of which reduce the efficiency of blood circulation. Good blood flow is essential for muscle health, as it delivers the oxygen and nutrients needed for repair and strength. When circulation is compromised, leg muscles may fatigue more easily and have difficulty recovering after movement, which in turn can discourage physical activity and further weaken the legs. Fried foods, such as French fries, fried chicken, and onion rings, are usually cooked in unhealthy oils and are high in trans fats. These fats increase oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which are enemies of muscle tissue. Consistent consumption of fried foods leads to a buildup of harmful compounds in the body, which can cause stiffness and weakness in the legs over time. Fried foods are also often calorie-dense but nutrient-poor, meaning they fill you up without offering the protein, vitamins, and minerals that your muscles need. Over time, this kind of diet leads to muscle atrophy, decreased endurance, and poor balance. Refined grains like white bread, white rice, and sugary breakfast cereals are stripped of most of their natural fiber and nutrients during processing. While they provide quick energy, they lack the sustained fuel that muscles need to function efficiently. These types of carbohydrates break down quickly into sugar in the bloodstream, further contributing to the cycle of inflammation and insulin resistance. When eaten in excess, they promote fat storage rather than muscle development and fail to supply the critical nutrients like B vitamins, magnesium, and iron that support muscle performance and energy metabolism. Incorporating more nutrient-dense, whole foods while cutting back on these damaging items can make a meaningful difference in preserving leg strength. Small dietary changes, like replacing sugary drinks with water, choosing whole grains over white bread, and baking instead of frying, can help maintain muscle health and overall mobility as we age. Poor diet choices can have a profound impact on the body, especially in older adults, where the consequences become more apparent in areas like muscle health and physical stability. When the body lacks the proper nutrients due to an unbalanced or unhealthy diet, muscle function begins to decline. This often results in common but concerning symptoms such as muscle cramps, constant fatigue, and a noticeably higher risk of falling. These are not isolated issues. They are interconnected signs that the body is struggling to maintain its strength and coordination, often due to inadequate nutritional support. Muscle cramps, for example, are frequently caused by deficiencies in key electrolytes such as magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium. These minerals are essential for muscle contraction and relaxation. Diets high in processed foods and low in fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins can lead to imbalances that cause painful, sudden cramps, particularly in the legs. Many seniors experience these cramps at night or after even mild physical activity, which can discourage them from staying active, creating a cycle of inactivity and further muscle loss. Fatigue is another significant consequence of poor nutrition. When the body doesn't receive enough energy through nutrient-dense foods, it starts to feel drained, even during simple tasks like walking or standing for short periods. Diets high in sugar and refined carbohydrates may offer a quick burst of energy, but are followed by sharp drops in blood sugar, leading to sluggishness and brain fog. Over time, this lack of sustained energy affects a person's willingness and ability to move regularly, resulting in weakened leg muscles and reduced endurance, Protein deficiency is also common in seniors and can lead to muscle wasting, making the legs feel heavy and unsteady. Perhaps the most serious risk linked to poor diet in older adults is the increased likelihood of falls. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury among seniors and are often preventable with proper muscle strength and coordination. However, when muscles are undernourished and weakened, and when balance is compromised due to fatigue or cramps, the risk of falling rises significantly. Inadequate intake of vitamin D, calcium, and other bone-supportive nutrients can also lead to brittle bones, meaning a fall is more likely to result in a serious fracture. In many cases, individuals may not realize that these symptoms are connected to what they're eating or not eating. A diet lacking in whole, fresh foods and filled with processed snacks, sugary drinks, and fried meals deprives the body of the tools it needs to stay strong and resilient. The legs, which carry the body and are essential for daily movement, suffer greatly when nutritional needs are not met. By making better dietary choices, including staying hydrated and eating a variety of nutrient-rich foods, seniors can reduce the risk of cramps, improve energy levels, and most importantly, maintain their independence by preventing falls. Making small changes can lead to meaningful improvements in quality of life. Choosing healthier alternatives to common, harmful foods is one of the most effective ways to preserve leg strength and overall health, especially for older adults. While many processed or sugary foods are convenient and familiar, they often provide little nutritional value and may actively contribute to muscle weakness, inflammation, and fatigue. Fortunately, by making smart substitutions and being more mindful about what we eat, it's possible to give the body the nutrients it needs to support strong, functional muscles, particularly in the legs, which play a vital role in balance, mobility, and independence. One of the simplest changes to make is replacing sugary beverages with more natural and hydrating options. Instead of sodas or sweetened teas, drinking water infused with slices of lemon, cucumber, or fresh berries can be both refreshing and beneficial. Herbal teas or coconut water also provide hydration without added sugar or artificial ingredients. Proper hydration is essential for muscle function and can help reduce the occurrence of cramps and stiffness. For those who rely on white bread, white rice, or refined grain products, switching to whole grains is an important step. Whole grains such as brown rice, quinoa, oats, and whole wheat bread retain their fiber and nutrients, offering more sustained energy and better blood sugar control. This helps avoid the spikes and crashes that come with refined carbs, while also supporting muscle metabolism. The added fiber in whole grains also benefits digestion and helps maintain a healthy weight, another factor that affects leg strength and joint health. When it comes to protein, processed meats like bacon, sausages, and deli slices can be swapped out for cleaner, more nourishing options. Lean meats such as grilled chicken, turkey, or fish like salmon provide high-quality protein and essential fatty acids without the added sodium and preservatives. Eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, lentils, and tofu are also excellent alternatives that support muscle repair and maintenance while reducing inflammation. These foods help maintain and rebuild muscle tissue, especially when paired with regular physical activity. Fried foods are often tempting, but they can be replaced with baked, steamed, or air-fried versions that are much healthier. For example, instead of French fries, try roasting sweet potato wedges with olive oil and herbs. Swap out fried chicken for grilled or oven, baked chicken seasoned with flavorful spices. These alternatives reduce the intake of harmful fats and offer more vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber. For snacks, instead of reaching for chips or cookies, consider nutrient-dense choices like a handful of nuts, seeds, or fresh fruit. Nuts, especially almonds and walnuts, provide healthy fats, protein, and important minerals like magnesium, which supports muscle function. Fruits like bananas, oranges, and berries are not only delicious, but also packed with vitamins and antioxidants that help protect muscle cells from damage. Ultimately, these healthier alternatives are not about deprivation. They're about giving the body what it needs to thrive. With every smart food swap, seniors can take control of their strength, mobility, and well-being, one meal at a time. Small, gradual dietary changes can have a significant and lasting impact on health, particularly for seniors aiming to maintain leg strength and overall mobility, rather than overhauling an entire diet overnight, a process that can feel overwhelming and unsustainable. Making small, manageable adjustments allows the body and mind to adapt slowly. This approach builds healthy habits over time and reduces the stress often associated with strict or sudden dietary shifts. More importantly, these small changes accumulate to produce real, meaningful improvements in muscle function, energy levels, and balance. One of the key benefits of gradual change is that it supports consistency. When a person tries to change too much too quickly, they often give up after a short time. But by making one healthy swap at a time, such as switching from white bread to whole grain bread, or replacing soda with water, they are more likely to stick with the change. Over weeks and months, these choices become routine. As consistency builds, so do the benefits: better digestion, improved blood sugar control, and more sustained energy throughout the day, all of which are critical for keeping leg muscles strong and functional. Another advantage is that gradual dietary improvement allows seniors to notice how their body responds to different foods. For example, after cutting back on processed snacks and adding more fruits and vegetables, someone might notice fewer muscle cramps, better hydration, or reduced joint stiffness. These positive physical cues can serve as powerful motivation to continue making healthy choices. The body often responds quickly to better nutrition, especially in older adults who may have been underconsuming key nutrients like protein, magnesium, or potassium for years without realizing it. Introducing changes slowly also helps avoid feelings of deprivation. Instead of cutting out all favorite foods, it's better to reduce portions or frequency. For instance, if someone enjoys dessert every night, they might start by having it every other night and replacing it with fruit or yogurt on alternate days. Over time, their taste preferences may adjust, and they may find themselves craving sugar less often. This method is much more sustainable than strict dieting and creates a sense of balance and enjoyment rather than restriction. Additionally, small dietary changes can support muscle retention and growth. Adding a little more protein to each meal, even just a boiled egg or a spoonful of peanut butter, helps provide the amino acids needed for muscle repair. Increasing water intake throughout the day can improve circulation and reduce leg fatigue. These minor adjustments don't require major effort but contribute directly to better leg strength and physical performance. In the long run, these small steps lead to big gains. Over several months, seniors who gradually improve their diets often experience greater mobility, improved balance, and higher energy. They may feel more confident walking longer distances or climbing stairs. Most importantly, these changes support independence and quality of life, proving that even modest improvements in diet can yield powerful health benefits.